Yeah, fellas, welcome to the show. Way back on my old channel, uh, I talked about history stuff on there, and some guy down in Mexico said I shouldn't talk about history stuff. He was one of those Mexicans that worshipped the Europeans and stuff like that, one of those low self-esteem type ones. And just recently, a guy named Alexander on this channel said I should keep it all playerish. Now, what these people don't realize is that talking about history, talking about the state of the world, it is playerish. How? Because anytime you can look like you're more intelligent than the woman, that puts you above her. Women respect men of knowledge. Okay. Now remember, I don't do uh, ghetto game like that one fella said. I'm from, I guess I think he said middle class or something like that. I forgot what he said. Basically, I was one organically black. No, I've never came from the ghetto. Never been to the ghetto. Okay, unless you call the neighborhood I'm living in now, which is really just an urban area, just kind of a black urban area, but never been to an actual ghetto. And by the way, people think they live in ghettos, uh, like down in L.A. Those aren't real ghettos. Okay, go to like Cleveland, you'll see a real ghetto where they got the projects. That's a big. LA is a big urban area, so it's not a ghetto. Let's keep that real too. But keep continuing. When you can look intelligent, when you have something to talk about, like let's say you're a Caucasian male and you're out there with a Caucasian female, and she said something that you know that you learned here that was wrong about, let's say, African American history. You have a chance to correct her. When you have a chance to correct and give knowledge, that makes you a step above her. Okay, so what I'm spitting out works for all of us out there, including my Asian brothers, because I do talk about uh, stuff that I've learned in relation to the Asian world also. Now, like let's say you're an Asian brother, you're out at a restaurant with an Asian girl, and you see some black folks eating rice. I didn't realize black folks ate rice. You have a chance to tell them, well, you realize it was black people who carried rice into China. Before that, we were just growing millet and barley. You have a chance to share some real knowledge. And then you could tell her, well, the DNA shows that we all came from out of Africa anyway. So that's stuff you could share with women. And that makes you, of course, raises you up above in their eyes. Now, you remember that I also, coming up in my life, I owned my own business. Also, you remember that I joined Toastmasters and won 13 competitions in a row and went on to win 2 division level competitions. And I spoke at Borders, bookstores on dating. I also got, I also, you guys know what night school is? Every city has a night school or adult education program. I taught internet dating class. There also got paid for it. So I'm actually a professional public speaker because I got paid. Um, what I'm trying to get at is that these are things that I used in my game, like when I was doing that movie down in Oakland. Don't think I didn't use that in the game. When the newspapers would do an article on me, don't think I didn't use that in my game. When I did the TV show, by the way, a TV show called Spirit Quest for Channel 6. Google it if you need to. Don't think I didn't use that in my game. Okay? When girls come over, I'd have my little video in there of the show and said, I would show it off. I'd let them watch a little bit of it. So that increased the way they looked at me in their eyes, put me above them. Well, this guy's done a TV show. This guy's doing a movie. Anything you can use to make you psychologically above them so they have to look up at you is what you want. I don't do ghetto game. I don't do black guy ghetto game where you get a girl and you just all you do is spend your time lying and just trying to get the next piece of ass. I'm all about raising your entire life up, okay? Like I've done in my life. In my own business, I quit working for Pacific Bell. I started this business, uh, public speaking, the movie, TV show. That's what I'm about, okay? And that's what I want to pass on you. I don't want low ghetto dudes. I know, African American brothers. I know how we are, and that's not for this. That's not this channel, okay? Player supreme. That means a supreme player who's playing life, who's opened his eyes, and realized I got my entire life to play, not just for some piece of ass and Scooby snacks or pussy snacks, okay? Get a pair of tennis shoes out of a bitch. You know, some Air Jordan, some low life shit. No, you're trying to play life. Okay, you're trying to increase your intelligence, increase your presence on the earth. When you become that light in the darkness, everyone will flock to you. Okay, like moths to a flame, and that's what you want to be in your life. I've said that many times. You want to be like a moth. Okay, or sorry, like this, like a candle and a moth. All the moths are gathering around you. You basically want to be the light in the darkness of their lives. You can quote me on that because I've used those exact words before. Okay, a light in the darkness of their lives. Because think about it, women out there, they've got nobody to lead them to safety, security. They got to do it themselves. This is the first time in history of mankind that women had to become self-reliant. In the past, all they had to do was find a husband, or their fathers farmed them out. Okay, but in the 1900s, shit started changing. So now they're going to be more reliant. Don't think they don't want a man to lead them out of that darkness, because that's a dark world for them. You know, the women, they do want to work, but they would prefer to have a rich husband. Okay, that makes it easy. That way they can follow their dreams. So if you're broke, I don't do broke guy stuff too. A lot of guys can't afford $5 to get on my site. I'd rather not deal with them anyway. You know, if you can't afford $5. So, you know, I don't do broke dude stuff. They're just living at home with their mamas and shit. I'm all about rising up in your life. That's why I put out books on how to find your purpose in life. I put out a book on how to write an ebook. So that way you take your interest and write an ebook and then try to sell it. Okay, sell it. I told you to join the Warrior Forum, where you can learn how to become internet marketers and sell your products and ideas. Okay, I'm all about coming up, not about some cheap shit. So don't confuse me with pickup artists. They're all about just getting a piece of ass, right? When have I ever been about just getting a piece of ass? Okay, I even tell you, go for ass that's choosing you. Go by feeling, not just, you know, because she looks hot. Girl might be a fucking bitch just because she looks hot. You're gonna chase after her. That's some dumb shit right there. That's why you get assed out. You sit on the curb with your nose running, shit. So, hey, you guys, in case you didn't know, now you know. Okay, so don't come to my channel saying I like to keep it playerish. You know, go to other black dudes' channels that keep it playerish. I'm keeping it about playing life, a higher element. When you play life well, the women will show up also. Okay, they might be gold diggers, but they get some hot gold diggers too. So what you do is you play them right back. Don't give them shit. Let them think they're gonna get shit. You learn how to play life, basically. So all you guys who listen to my channel, you should be coming up in your lives from coming here. I know we get some low elements every now and then, like the haters and shit like that, but all you guys should be trying to focus on coming up in your lives. Okay? As I've done in my own life. I mean, I work 7 hours a week in my other business because I got all my clients together. You know, I work until I do things smarter. I try to do things intelligently to conserve time. They have a book out called The 4-Hour Work Week, where you only work 4 hours a week and you make twice as much money. Now, I haven't done that in my business, but I could. I surely could in my offline business. Hire people to work for me. Okay? Don't think I haven't thought about it. I should have did that years ago instead of chasing ass. I already done the low ghetto thing of just chasing after pussy. I could have been a fucking millionaire right now with my brain. I should have expanded my personal training business. And I thought about it, but I was too busy chasing this piece of ass, that piece of ass. I don't want you guys to make the same mistake. You can learn from the good stuff I've done and from the mistakes I've made. That's how I teach, from my life experiences. That's why I'm always talking about things that I've experienced in my life. I don't get out here and try to fake the funk, try to theorize some shit. Okay, in theory, you really should know. This is what I've learned from my own life. Okay? So I try to keep it real. I want to be the realest teacher you ever had out there. As folks have been saying on my site, they're asking, you know, how did you discover Player Supreme? You know, my shows are come to the forum. And now that I'm here, let me share some of these with you guys. How different people found me. One brother said, I came across Real Asanova. I like his philosophy in life. He preached a lot of things that Supreme said, and he said that his teacher was Player Supreme. So I went to the source. Another brother said, YouTube, I was watching some PUA video. When in the recommended box, a video of Supreme was listed. I clicked on it. I liked how raw Supreme was, not sugarcoating it. After watching his videos for half a year, I joined the forum. Another brother, a long book answer. I realized PUA is bullshit. I started looking for people who was actually successful in the game rather than spitting some bullshit nonsense, a bunch of scamming fake ass motherfuckers. They list some names, then I can list those. And all the shit that originates from them is repackaged by other PUAs, etc., which is true. They go out, take each other's stuff, and just repackage the shit. There's always like a new guru showing up trying to teach too, because they realize this is a money-making field. The admin, he saw me on Libsyn. He took a look, decided it wasn't important. The next day, the thought came back. He went and looked again for no reason, and he got in contact with me, and he helped me build the site. Another brother, he's watching Keys to the VIP. They're in Canada. Saw a few episodes on YouTube. Months later, or even longer, I saw one of Supreme's videos in the recommended box. I didn't realize I was showing up there. Decided to check it out. After seeing one of his videos, I knew I had to watch more. Supreme opened my eyes to the truth of the game. He is authentic, honest, and real, while he was also able to communicate in an effective and intelligent manner. Months after this discovery, I joined the forum and never looked back. Another brother, I was in a dark place in my life. I hit my rock bottom about 13 or 14 months ago. One night I was high, sitting by myself in my room, and I was looking at some random videos online. I saw one of Supreme's vids on the side where recommended vids were, and clicked on it and was amazed with what I heard. It was meant to be. I probably watched like 5 in a row, and kept watching for about a month. That I joined the forum because I realized I needed to quit the bitch assness, become a real fucking man, and take control of my life. Best decision I've made. This brother, I was listening to the free shows on the free website, and then I joined the forum. Even do little things changed my life so much. I went to Nordstrom, bought $4 worth of clothes. All of a sudden, women started to appear in my life. Most of the clothes are useless. If you're going to buy clothes, make sure they fit, they're the right color. Exactly, that's why Jovita does what she does. Let's see, next brother. Got an iPad Touch for Christmas. He was bored as fuck at his grandma's house in New Orleans. And he began to looking up podcast shows through iTunes. He came across my How to Talk to Women type, or he started looking for How to Talk to Women type bullshit. Then stumbled upon one of my thumbnails said where I was wearing glasses on top of the world with some women looking up at me. He said he was so impressed by the picture, he began downloading the free shows. He signed up immediately. Another brother listened to one of my 3 secrets of conversation skills and joined the forum. Another brother, he was out there partying. Someone turned him on to me. He's on the show, on there now. The next brother, he stumbled across on the goddamn Dean, Steve Williams on YouTube, and thought Steve had a fresh non-PUA perspective until later. It was later I saw Steve's clips that I noticed Player Supreme's videos on YouTube. I listened to more of Supreme's videos, then I came across the recording of the argument between Supreme and Steve. When Supreme held his own against the game with Steve Williams and his friends, because I stood up against the entire forum of his, I realized Supreme was legit, and it made a good impression on me. I thank that brother for that. Next brother, he came across my dance videos. He found his way in through that. Next brother got an iPod. He found my video, just got dumped. And he had just gotten dumped, broke up with his girlfriend. Next brother, he found me on YouTube. Another YouTube. It goes on and on, fellas. This brother, I was living a depressing life, and I was stuck. I remember watching a Call of Duty video on YouTube, and the commentator was talking about this YouTuber Sky John and how he's an expert on women. I started to watch Sky John's videos, and one of Supreme's videos was on the side. It was about an article that some woman wrote about nice guys and assholes. I remember doing that too. Supreme was reviewing it and explaining how nice guys don't get pussy. I was a nice guy when I found that video. A year after later, that nice guy is gone. I can be kind, but I'm not nice, and women love it. Thank you, Supreme, for teaching me the truth. Basically, he was one of those guys that got jerked over by women. Let's see. YouTube, next brother, YouTube. Supreme testimonials for you all over this thread. Thank you there, Adrian. I'm good. Don't think I'm not going to use it. Justin from Fast Seduction. Ah, okay. I didn't realize Justin was from Fast Seduction days. Supreme had an avatar with the pimp feather and a hat and blasted this one guy himself, a top natural AD2 Amir, A2D Amir, or something like that. My original search had nothing to do with the game, pussy, or women, although my abilities there expanded greatly with help from here. No, I was searching for answers back then to why my life was in splinters, and eventually I was led here. See, I'm about improving your life. You guys do understand that. While I didn't exactly find the solution to my problems here, I stuck around and received much, much more. A strong, capable mentor. And this brother, his father is Caucasian. He's a top physicist in the world, and the father passed away, and he was looking for, why am I here on life? Uh, why couldn't type of things. All right. This brother, he's a black dude. I read the book, The Game, and started to do some research into PUA stuff. I realized it just was not my thing, but I took the helpful info I learned. Then I checked those guys out from Simple Pickup, and I never really liked their stuff besides the live and field videos they gave with a subscription. I know Supreme's video on the related feed after watching a bunch of Tariq Nasheed's vids. I'm showing up at his vids too, huh? And so I'm here. Most of what Supreme talks about, I feel, are true words and can be helpful to anyone in any situation. There we go. There we go. Of course, I got to comment on how he said most. Like I was telling one of the brothers who, when he first came across me, he said some of what I said was true. Now he's on board. He's realized it's all true. And that comes to a process of unveiling the truth. Some people are hard-headed. Like I still have one fellow on my site that still wants a hoe chase because he says, well, the girls I like don't choose me. He's still in that I see I have to go chase after them, and he's still getting played left and right. So eventually, hopefully his head will crack and he'll get to the total frustration level and then wake up. I don't know. Some people are stuck on stupid and hard-headed. As they say, a hard head makes for a soft behind, and his behind's been soft quite a few times. I give you peace, brothers. Get out to the clubs tonight. Okay, it's Friday. Get off the computers. Stop being nerds. Stop being internet nerds. Get out into the real world, because that's where the pussy is. Go to a nightclub, at least just to observe. See what goes on there. You ain't got to put pressure on yourself and make yourself be all upset. Just go and observe. Like I had one fellow on my site do. The brother went to observe. He got like 18 chicks choosing up on him. He didn't realize it. He never thought he was, I guess, good looking. So I sent him there as an assignment to show him the truth. And the truth spoke to him. But it doesn't matter. Most of us aren't attractive. We're all average. So we go to the club, we blend in. If you dress like the rest of the scrubs, if you're black, you dress like the rest of the scrubs of the club, you're going to blend in. You got to learn how to zig when they're zagging, so to speak. Zigzag. I don't know if you guys are listening to me or if you speak English, but that means do the opposite of what the other people are doing. Do something different. Okay? Let's see, it's 10:28 right now. And I have to get to my offline business. I also build websites. I'm working on a laser tag site too. These are things I taught myself, fellas. You can do the same thing that I'm doing. I went to the Warrior Forum. I got the skills I needed. As I said in the last video, or maybe it was my last podcast show, I'm taking a course on how to do video sales letter for my new consulting practice. Okay, I want to just have a video sales letter there. They'll listen to the video. If they want to sign up, they'll sign up. Because video sales letters are like the new thing. That's where the industry's going. I've been doing them since 2009, I believe. Okay, because they started coming out back then, and I've been learning. And I'm taking a really supreme course right now from a really good copywriter and teacher on how to script your videos and stuff. But I'm constantly educating myself. I'm trying to better myself. Okay? That's the idea. That's what you want to do. You don't want to be sitting there on YouTube floating around watching video after video. If you spend more than 30 minutes on YouTube, okay, and you're just constantly on there, then you're going nowhere. And this is not the channel for you. You don't want to, go to a channel that makes you feel better, because I'm gonna make you feel bad for sitting there. All right, I'm not your teacher. You need someone to help you get out of that state and get onto that man path, then come back. Because I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward at a rate. I don't want to leave any men behind on the battlefield. But if you're not one of the men that belong on the battlefield, you're in the scrub field or something like that, then this might not be the channel for you. And how many people do you know that do this will tell someone that? It's like one of the fellows that's on here. I told him don't join my site because I didn't feel like it would be a good place for him. I got the feeling that this guy just needed a girlfriend. He joined the site anyway, and through joining the site, he was able to go out to a nightclub, and I believe he got 2 lays. From not having had pussy since pussy had him, deal, and to go into a nightclub and getting a female. Now his last encounter left a bad taste in his mouth, and I'm trying to get him back out there, DL. But you know who you are. I need to him get over that last piece of bullshit, DL. I keep saying his name because I'm trying to get that message to him. He watched all the shows. That's kind of mentor I am. I'm gonna prod you, okay? I'm gonna irritate the fuck out of you. I'm gonna talk shit about you. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get you up and moving, by any means necessary. I'm not gonna hold your hand or ruffle your hair and say it'll be okay, Billy. Just take a time out. No, we don't do that here. I'm trying to create men that know about their lives, where they want to go in their lives, and I want to help you, point you in the right direction so you start beginning the work. If you can't do hard work, you don't want to do hard work, I'm not the man for you. Because I don't work hard in my life. Okay? Peace, fellas.